Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. And the Sun Devils headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockhart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the USC Trojans offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now,
the defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Able to get the first day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The discard, and he's running free. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Arizona State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Anderson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Effort by the big fella.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for errors.
Snags it, and there's running room. Continues to fight for yards. He got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And he's in! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got room to work. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity.
Oh, he's got some space. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Lost, the defense is wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, USC! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Rushes on him. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He
makes the grab in their space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to throw, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Anderson. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Got his man out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Play number 9 on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Never get getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, but this is the defining one. 4th and goal. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Dude, you talk about things you can't coach. Standing in and delivering the ball when you are taking it right in the mustache.
It's a great point, Reese, because you can't simulate that in practice. You don't let your quarterbacks get lit up in practice like that. I mean, that was almost a misdemeanor what that kid just went through. But boy, oh boy, showing you his experience, just showing you his toughness. You don't see that very often at the quarterback position.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Bowling. Bringing the heat. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yardage.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. There he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The throw. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown ASU! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Got out of trouble and throws. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is enough.
Gashing the D on the right. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. A give to Brown. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. Done! Down Arizona State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
To the air. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Anderson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw for it. Turns it loose. Finds a tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got the first himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Trojans. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking at.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Looking to throw on first down. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, USC. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's Boley. Makes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. So now it's 2nd and long. They're going to test the right side with this one. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Trojans have taken it inside the 20. Got it behind the line. It's Bowman. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. Off play action. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
The run inside. It's Jordan. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Boley. Fires left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. And back to the air on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
First down for the offense.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So first down will open up the final period. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. It's complete. Nice move to keep running. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Hand off for Brown. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to throw. It's Boley. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. On the run, it's Jordan. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point is good.
USC 52, Arizona State.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
3rd and 6 yards to go. One more time, it's Brown. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready? 1, go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe.